Can you hear me? Let me see real quick, y'all. Always screwing up, man. Let me see. There we go. There we go. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. All right. There you go. Appreciate it, y'all, man. Sorry about that. But, I was giving a shout out to everybody in the chat, man. What up, everybody? All right. I'm going to make my way back through there and say what's up to everybody. But wanted to touch on what Walt was touching on. As y'all know, I'm gonna go ahead and give another perspective to it because it needs to be addressed. All right. I'm like, well, I really don't understand why so many people give Middle Easterns and dupes, clones, renditions the shits nowadays. I know. You missed my soliloquy. I know. I'll get back to it. All right. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it in perspective from a musical term. All right. Let me go ahead and tag on to it. All right. Y'all, look, Nas obviously is thirsty to get attention. All right. The thing that I dislike most about this space nowadays is that people are treating this like nowadays between perfumers, brands, and whatnot. It's almost like I'm in a community of the Real Housewives. It's almost like there's more drama than creativity nowadays. All right, and it's annoying. You know what I'm saying? People wanting attention. I don't know if his sales are down or if he's not getting what he wants. Um, people have told me he's been doing good. I'm talking about Niles ever since he parted ways with his original perfumer. But I don't know. It looks like a thirst for attention right now. But what's going on, Sim Boss? But let me address this. All right, let me address this right here. All right. Walt touched on this briefly, and he talked about the value of everything. This is the reason why some people do not understand the importance of clones, renditions, and whatnot. Let me just go ahead and let me go ahead and put my Mr. Rogers jacket on. All right. Let me go ahead and read this to you. All right. So the definition of value is the regard that something is held to deserve the importance, worth, or usefulness of something. All right. A person's principles or standards of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat that last one, y'all. All right. A person's principles or standards of behavior or one's judgment of what is important in life. All right. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. All right. Too many times, brands, owners, perfumers, they spend too much time trying to tell you what you should value to a point where they believe in their mind that what they believe you should value is what you should value, even though it's not. Okay. And Middle Easterns serve a purpose like none other. Middle Easterns serve a purpose like a trainer for a middle school basketball team or even an elementary basketball team, a coach. You know what I'm saying? Now, is he going to be as qualified or as skilled, as quick of a processor of different plays and sets as the coach that's in college or in the pros? No, no, indeed, not necessarily. All right, it doesn't always work out like that. However, he serves a purpose for the younger generation and molding them, and in hopes that one, maybe two, if we're lucky, might come up from his teaching and be able to make it to the next level and do better. All right. And in the same sense, what they don't understand is that people's values change. Like I think honestly, people don't understand that this community is changing in numbers and in value because too many people want to smell good. They don't necessarily care about the artisanal effect. They may grow into it, but they don't initially. And people are right now with everything going on in this world with the economy, prices going up, people not being able to afford certain things. There are certain luxuries, whether it be right or wrong, that people do not want to do without. And for quite a few, from what I've seen, going to the different stores and whatnot, hey, people out there spending a good amount of their check on fragrances. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and so when they spend their money, they spend it based on what they find value in. And too many of these people are trying to up these prices, giving us excuse after excuse for why they're going to tax you. And Then they get upset when you go out there and you do what works best for you and your situation. Now, that's not everybody. We got people in the chat. Shout out to everybody. We got people in the chat such as Hugh Jordan. All right. Where is Simp Boss? My guy Walt. They're willing to go out there. They're willing to go out there and spend a couple of $100s on a fragrance every once in a while. But you got some that are just like, look, I ain't trying to spend 200. I'm trying to smell good no matter where I go. And so that may just be like five fragrances. If I can get five fragrances for the 200 that one costs, I'm good. And those people have simple values when they purchase a fragrance. A lot of people don't understand that there's values when you buy stuff. And some people only want to smell good. They want to smell good. They want to project. They want to be able to get the nose or get the attention from somebody else. So they don't care about whether it's a high quality oil. They don't care whether it's well blended. If it smells good coming off of their skin, that's good enough for them. And if they are only spending enough so that they can make it to the club, hell, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. Some of these things, some of these prices are outrageous. You know what I'm saying? If I had to buy a new fragrance to get with a fit, I don't know about y'all, but back in the day, we used to go to the club and we would get off from work, go to happy hour. But before we go to happy hour, we'd be trying to go to the store and whatnot. And funny thing is, we go try and get a fit or try and get something, try and get some shoes, clothes. It don't matter if it's Old Navy, Marshalls, Ross, it don't matter. We trying to get a fit about every other week off of that paycheck. And at the time, we were actually buying fragrances, but you could find fragrances, good quality fragrances for like 50, $40. I mean, hell, there were places such as Belk's that Walt talked about where you could get your rayon traditions. You know what I'm saying? The forgotten brands. Your I don't know if Joe Malone was back then, but I do know like Davidoff and whatnot, Cool Water, and you get you that pair of shoes, and you can buy a couple of drinks and pay for admittance into the club. But now people are out here deciding what do they value, and when they purchase something, what's the value in it? And that is where these Middle Easterns and clones are kicking people's asses. All right. Um, I wanted to touch on something before I get on the four fragrances I was going to talk about, because one of them got a backstory for this weekend. Us getting our ass kicked in basketball, man. I got to call that clone out, man. It threw me off. It threw me off. It had my shot fucking up. Shut up, Will. All right. But yeah, man. Look, too many times people talk down on clones, and I do understand what Walt was talking about. It almost seems as if it might be somewhat racial as it pertains to the fragrance space. But the truth of the matter is that it's a negative connotation to the word clones, dupes, renditions, all right, that they use to discourage people or to try and discourage people from buying these things. But you know what? It's funny because a lot of times they're simply better for the individual's use, for the individual's value, for whatever it is that they value it for. You know what I'm saying? Like me, there are some clones that I absolutely love to wear to the gym. Some people will wear them to a happy hour. Some people will wear them to a day party or whatnot. And there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, my value in them, because of the plethora of colognes I have, its value typically is in working out in the gym, something associated with being active. All right, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Rasasi Hawaz, we're gonna get to it later. Malibu will be a gym scent for now. All right, you know what I'm saying? But truth be told, it the thing is, it doesn't take away from what it is. Everybody has their own value. Everybody has their own preference for which colognes they wear and when. All right, and we and they need to understand this. Lord. Jules, look, Jules, it's past your bedtime. I know you're a little grumpy, so you're in the hating mood. Okay, so y'all wave good night to Jules. Tell her good night. All right, she needs her rest. But seriously, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So when we deal with clones, let's talk about it from a musical aspect. All right. A lot of people get upset when people sample records. Okay. And it's funny because the analogy that I'm about to use is one that is literally dealing with Middle Eastern. All right. Um, we all know that there are several producers in the music business that are known for making some of the most creative, the most beautiful, the best samples or the best uses of samples out there. One, I gotta say, has to be Kanye in the way that he sampled. Two, do what you do, but hey, for me, two got to be my guy, DJ Screw. Okay, I'm sorry. He took songs and whatnot, and he sampled them, or he turned them into what you call it, slowed it down. Hey, technically that's a sample. I'm gonna let it make it. All right. But number three, I have to give it to is Timbaland. And for those who were here at the beginning of the live, you would understand the original song that I just played, or the song that I just played was Indian Flute, and it was on his Timbaland and Magoo album. I think it was the second one that he did, the second to last one that they did together. All right. And the thing about it is that they took a piece of an older Arabic song. All right. Now, it's interesting too because, for those that don't know, here, let me go ahead and pull it up, man. Um, as a matter of fact, you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to play it on here. I think I can show this. Let me see real quick, y'all. So, yeah, so he is known for sampling a lot of stuff, right? And basically, make a long story short, let me go ahead and pull this up. I'm gonna give you an example of this. All right, share the screen over here. Share this. All right, and we're gonna turn it up a little bit. All right. Oh yeah, and fair use. This is in cahoots with me having a teachable moment right now. All right, with the audience. All right, we're gonna talk about how clones actually sample some of the best things from OGs, some of the most creative parts of the OGs, and then they turn and make them better. Yes, Jason, it's Middle Eastern Monday, so deal with it. All right. And here we go. I'm going to go ahead and bring this out, but I want y'all to hear this. All right. Tell me if you can hear this.
Timbaland really loves to sample an Arabic song.
You know why? Thug 'em, fuck 'em, love 'em, leave 'em.
Tell me if you can hear this. Put a one in the chat if you can hear the video.
Timbaland really loves to sample an Arabic song.
You know why? Thug 'em, fuck 'em, love 'em, leave 'em.
Okay. All right.
Timbaland really loves to sample an Arabic song.
All right. Now, I want everybody to hear that. Think about that. All right. And think about these clones. Okay. Because this is how I see it. A lot of them, a lot of people gave me slack because one of my original clones that I bought, I really enjoyed it because I used to wear it for everything. I wore it for, I mean, raking the leaves, anything that was around the house pertaining to housework, whatnot. I wore it. All right. And that was Boo Elegant. All right. And a lot of people gave me shit because, I said it was a good clone of Naxos, but it wasn't a good clone of Naxos in that it was identical or that it was close to the original one. What it was that, all right, what it is that it took a piece of Naxos, that honey tobacco part. There's a Naxos has about two turns in it. All right. And basically, there was one part that showed the sweet honey, sweet, almost vanillic like tobacco stage on the dry down. And that right there is what Vu Elegant to me captured. Okay. So when they took that one little piece and they put it in a bottle, for me, that was cheap heaven. Okay. Now, am I saying that that Boo Elegant is better than Naxos? No. But would I wear it? Would I wear it before I would Naxos? For regular things, yeah. But there's no way I'm not gonna wear Naxos. I'm definitely gonna wear Naxos to a more informal event. But for something informal, whatnot, hell nah. That's I wear Vu Elegant and it gets me everything I need. It gets me the value of that of Naxos. It gets me the major value of Naxos that I appreciated initially. Puts it in a bottle, and now I can save my Naxos for the more informal events, and I can wear that whenever the hell I want to. But the thing about it is that much like Timberland did with this music, all right, he took certain parts of it, certain essences of the original Middle Eastern songs. He took that, didn't change it much, put a twist on it, put it in a hip hop beat and whatnot, put it on replay, and came out with something beautiful. And people don't really see the clones for what they are. In a sense, that's what I get from them. You know what I'm saying? They are spins on the OGs. But see, everybody that listened to Kusada Kusada, right? By Hossam Ramzi, all right? Everybody that listened to that will never feel, all right, what Timberland was creating in hip hop. But guess what? The people that appreciate our culture, the hip hop culture, they love it. They love it. They absolutely love it. And that is pretty much what these clones are doing for the OGs. But at the same time, you know what? Just like I knew that Timberland didn't come up with that beat, I took it upon myself to go look up the original song. And guess what? I think I played that song about 5 times in full to see where he started from, where he got it from, what was the inspiration. And although I still can't get with it, it brought attention to the original. And I love it for it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me get in here. Look, Fat Boy talking about are you rocking with that Mason Asra? I still haven't got my nose on it, man. I still haven't. Aroma Room Bezo. There are also plenty of pages of people praising replicas too. Yes, people like a shoe and it's made out of the same material. Why pay the extra value over a name if it's going to perform the same? Exactly. I mean, and that's another aspect of it. But you know, people act as if these clones don't have value, as if they are worth nothing. And the truth of the matter, it couldn't be further from the it couldn't be further from the truth, to be honest with you. These things, these clones right here are to many as good as the originals. It's all about what do you want it for. This right here is Veneno Black. All right. This right here is a dupe of Killian. All right. It's a dupe of Killian. What is it? It's the shisha. Damn, I can't. Ah, I don't know how. Dang, I gotta find my bottle. Smoking Hot. It's a clone of Smoking Hot with the apple shisha. And this right here, it's good. It's good. It gives me everything that I appreciate from Smoking Hot. It definitely does. Honestly, if I wasn't a Killian fanboy in a sense, if I only had a few dollars, only let's say I only had $300 to spend on the fragrances, right? And I went and smelled Smoking Hot in this one, I'm gonna tell you right now, $300. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this one for 50, and I'm gonna keep that 250. Maybe get a couple more. And I'm moving on because look. Typically, if I wasn't who I am, my value, my value nowadays is not in the bottle. It's not in the brand name. It's not. My value is in the juice, and my value is in the use. The juice and the use. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. For the use that I will get out of this, for the use that I've gotten out of this, $50 is good. Hold up. Let me get to the chat real quick because I know I had skipped over it. I had called some people out, but I was on mute. And man, boy, was I on one. But Jules said, hey, that's a good dupe and reasonable because the OG is high, high. Yeah. For those that value their money being in their pocket, you know what I'm saying? Dupes serve a purpose. Dupes have value in their lives. All right. For those who are more interested in driving a nice car, living in a nice house, they don't necessarily feel like they gotta always have a high end fragrance, you know. And it's funny because when you Walt touched on this earlier, when you look at the people over there in the East, they're not buying these Latafas and whatnot. We are, but the funny thing is, they're not buying the Latafas, but they got more money than us. That's the thing that be killing me. They got more money than us, but they won't even buy the Latafas and whatnot. As a matter of fact, a lot of them are out there buying the Amwages and whatnot, which is cool. If you got the money to spend it, spend it. But for us out here, because the just of the United States is only making so much. All right. I think they said that the average man is making around what, 60 to $70,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? The average woman is making a little bit less. Average. This is what they're saying for the US. All right. So let's say they're making, you got 70 and 60,000. All right. The average household, typically, unless the kid is working, 130,000. I'm sure there's a lot more interest in things other than fragrance. There's a lot more interest in things other than fragrance. I'm sure they find more value in so many other things than they do in fragrance. And that's where, if you just simply want to smell good, that's where dupes come in. But you know what? I'm done on that, man. Hey, look, like I said, these are Timberland. I got 4 fragrances right now that are like Timberland samples. All right. Take that OG and they turn it into something, well, even better for certain use. All right. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and talk about this one right here. This is Benino Black, man. I wore this the other day. I was out, man. I was out with my girl. All right. And where did we go? We ended up going to brunch. We ended up getting something to eat and whatnot. And I'm telling y'all right now, sprayed this on that apple shisha. I didn't even get a compliment. I didn't get noticed, but I tell you what, when I was wearing it, the wafts that I was catching coming back on me as we were moving around, this is great. It gives me this, I'm gonna be honest with you, off skin. It gives me the same feeling that I get from Killian. All right. It's going to get you the fruity. It's going to get you that incense. It's going to get you a little bit of spice. You're going to smell some of the tobacco and whatnot in there. The only difference is that this is going to project like a mother sucker. All right. This is nuclear off skin. All right. It's strong as hell. Strong as hell. It's going to last. I even had to let my bottle mature. All right. Initial spray, and that thing lasted for about 8 hours off top. I have to wait for Jack. But in here, you're going to get apple, smoke, cinnamon, tobacco, moss, bourbon vanilla, and orchanox. All right. Simply good. I won't even lie to you. This is just good, man. Look, if you are looking for something that is good and close to Killian, all right, smoking hot, this is your answer. I'll be honest with you. Woo. Y'all, strong as hell. But I ain't gonna lie. Close as hell. Where's my camera? Ah, but strong as hell. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, this one's gonna project. It's gonna be a little more synthetic. That's the one thing I will call out the clones on. All right, they make good copies. Well, no, they make good renditions, but you're not gonna get the quality. You're not gonna get the quality. You're not going to get the same style oil. You are not. You're just simply not. Honestly, this one smells more apple shisha. This one almost smells like apple and a little bit of cherry. Man, this one, I get the smoke that it says it has, but man, but yeah, it's more synthetic. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Look, this is good, $50. This is better, but it's $250. All right. Honestly, it's all about value. All right. I will not say that this is better. This is absolutely not better. But is it more purposeful? Yeah. This right here is going to hit the nose of anybody that you walk by. You understand? It's going to hit the nose of everybody you walk by within about a 5-foot distance. All right. It's going to have more projection, more sillage. All right. That apple is going to be a little louder, but it is with volume comes less. How do you say? Has anybody? Let me say this: when y'all are in your car and you turn the volume up all the way on your system, all right? Do you get a better sound or do you just get a louder sound? Because that's going to be the biggest thing that you're going to lose on here. You're not going to get the same quality that you're going to get out of this bottle. All right. However, you will get more projection. You will get louder notes, but it will be more synthetic. All right. This is going to be quality. This is going to be smooth. All right. This is going to be loud. This is going to be long distance. Both will get you compliments. These more up, this one more up close. This one, if you want to be noticed walking through a crowd. Timberland, all right. Ramsey. That's it. A remix. Sample this and put it in a bottle, put it in the form that another group of people could understand. I think this is a little more universal. This is a little more particular to that particular culture. This took the culture of this bottle and made it so that everybody else, other people can share it. All right. That's what you're getting. That to me is the essence of the Middle Eastern fragrances. All right. At the end of the day, that's what you're getting. All right. Point blank, period. Let's talk about it. Y'all, this right here threw off my whole damn weekend. All right. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, Walt. I know you were hating on this, man. I know you were hating on this fragrance, brother. All right. And this is actually a good fragrance, but I ain't gonna lie. It fucked up my game on Sunday. It fucked up my game on Sunday. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. Malibu Hawass is a good fragrance. All right. I did a review on it, a little short, a short little review. You've got LeBeau in a bottle, but you don't have the coconut. It's not going to give you the island vibe. It's going to get you the tropical vibe, like a tropical punch. This is tropical punch. LeBeau is more of a, let me say this. This is more fruit punch. LeBeau is more tropical punch. We'll say that. You don't get the coconut, but instead they tried to throw it in there. They tried to throw orange and grapefruit in there. Made it a little more citrusy, a little more fruity. Still serves a purpose, but it takes it a different way. All right. You still get everything else. The amber on the dry down, the tonka bean, all that. But y'all, I ain't gonna lie. As good as it was, I was out there hooping. A couple of guys that were guarding me asked me what I was wearing, said it smelled good. Cool. But I went 1 for 4 for the field. 1 for 4 from the field. That was three threes, three three-point attempts, and a layup. Smoked the layup. Hard brick off of the backboard on the three. And I blame it all on Rasasi Hawass, Malibu. This shit right here, as good as it is, if you're doing anything physical at the gym, be careful. This right here will fuck you up on your last rep. All right. This right here is the fragrance that you literally do not wear this when you got to finish strong. All right. Julia, it is past your bedtime. All right. It is bad. It is past your bedtime. Yeah, pretty much. Smelled great. Smelled really good, according to the guys that were guarding me. Yet they didn't have to guard me much on Sunday. But no, y'all, hey, this right here, all jokes aside, this right here is a good rendition of JPG. It does not give you the exact essence, but it does put you in the ballpark. It does give you the basic DNA. This right here is nuclear. I mean, even after hooping, it still lasted for a total of 8 hours. And that's with me sweating because I damn near played the whole game. I had to sub myself out because I was looking like trash at one point. But y'all, Malibu, I know Walt doesn't like it. It's that earthiness to it. But you know what? I can get with it. All right. It's an earthy green type of feel underneath in the dry down. But this is actually pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give them credit for when they do good. Point blank, period. I'm not gonna put this on the same level as JPG, but I will tell you this: if I had a bottle of JPG right here, all right, because I smelt it at Macy's. If I had a bottle of JPG right here, and I had a bottle of Rasasi Hawass Malibu, and they were both $50. And I put this on everything I love. I am still going with Rasasi Hawass Malibu. There is something that is way too sweet, something that is weird on the dry down on me with the JPG, with several of them that I just do not like. All right. I don't think you get a big difference in quality from it. I think this might be just a tad bit more smooth. But honestly, when you're out in the wild, outside touching grass, when you're out and the air is rolling off of your skin, nobody knows. Nobody can tell. Not a damn person. And you know what? 90% of the people who can tell are not going to care. They are literally going to walk up just like the guys that were guarding me, and they are literally going to just simply say, "Hey man, you smell good. What you wearing?" And they're going to leave it like that. They're going to leave it like that. This right here is good enough. Good night, Jules. I was not getting cooked. I will say this, all right. The guy that I was guarding only scored twice. All right. He only scored twice. And one of them buckets was by default. I don't know how the hell he threw that shit in. All right. So I'm gonna tell you this. I wasn't getting cooked, but boy, I was looking like I should have been subbed out, man. Yeah, yeah. I tell you what, I'll even do myself one worse, Tweezy. I wasn't even Bronny James. I was more like Bryce James. And if you know, you know. What's going on, boss? What's going on, man? What's going on? But y'all, I'm gonna tell you right now, all right? Because later this week, I'm gonna dedicate it. I'm gonna have a day for nothing but niche. And I got a little special thing coming up on Wednesday. But if you have not already gotten your nose on this, go check it out. Don't mind Walt. Don't mind Walt. Walt get picky sometimes. You know what I'm saying? He's entering his niche realm, so he's getting a little picky. But that right there, oh yeah, that's just good. And no, I'm not. I'm not. Man, well, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I know you my guy, but I know you a fanboy for JPG. All right. I have never really liked them enough. I'll just be honest. I don't even know why I pay attention to this, man. What up, Charm? What up, Sally? Y'all. All right. So on Halloween, you know, well, I don't know why I just thought about Halloween fell on the weekend. Me and Ghetto Boys were trick or treating, robbing little kids for bags. Anyway, this year for Halloween, man, your boy got invited to a Halloween party. It was at a lounge, man, and it was a sinners based theme. All right. Great. Ended up going with my girl. Had a great time. But on the way out, your boy had to put on the Michael B. Jordan. I had to get on the I think it was Stack after he got bit when he came back to the barn and all he had on was that leather vest. Yeah. I had to go as that. You know what I'm saying? But it was chilly out here. It was in the 50s, so your boy had on a t-shirt. Had to. But that night, I decided to put something to work in honor of Halloween. I decided to go with one that I haven't worn. I literally haven't worn this thing in about 2 years. But I saw it on the shelf, was intrigued to smell it again, and thus I did. And that is Halloween Man X. Halloween Man X. Yeah, I'm glad I did. I was actually reintroduced to how good this actually is. Synthetic as hell. Synthetic as hell. But it's still good. Yeah. So you're gonna get spicy. Of course, you're gonna get the coffee. You're gonna get the whiskey. For some reason, it almost smells green, almost earthy. But honestly, I think that's just the piss poor synthetic nature of it. But even with the synthetic feel to this, on the dry down, as you start to get the whiskey a little bit more, you start to pick up a little bit more of the spice and sweetness. I don't think it's a good blend, but it is an interesting blend. It definitely kept my senses aware, but it's a little off-putting. My girl couldn't even give me a full compliment. She basically said, "Well, it's interesting," but for some reason, even after spraying it on, I just had to keep coming back to it. And for me, it's a decent wear, but I ain't gonna be honest with you. I am gonna be honest with you. What am I talking about? This right here, I might have to go back to this line because as of right now and after that night, man, this is about to be part of the series of blind buy to goodbye. Yeah, decent, above average, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It says it has cardamom. That cardamom on the dry down becomes very apparent. It's not spicy like pepper, but it is spicy. It has a horrible blend of citrus, coffee, and whiskey. The whiskey starts to come out, start to get a little bit of the incense. There's some leather in here. Oh, and then it says it has mineral notes. I don't know who the hell put this together, but this is crazy. You got mineral notes in there, and it almost smells metallic. Smells like a musty person running around with a dingy knife. Yeah, this is a no for me, dog. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, this is gonna be a goodbye. I've got about five of these bastards. All right, five of them. Yeah, I need to go back over them and figure out which ones I'm sending to Puerto Rico or send it to Macari, something. Yeah, Halloween Man X. Average at absolute best, but to me, a synthetic mess. I would not recommend this to anybody. But if somebody wants to take it off my hands, I will gladly oblige and send it to you for a cheap price. So holla at me. 6 Moss. See, I'm glad I don't be watching the chat, man. So I don't have to pay attention to Dutch and them jokes. Nah, not this year. I didn't get diddied up, man. I didn't get diddied up. I didn't use the oil. I just used some butters, man. Well, I said I couldn't get past the synthetics. Gave me a headache, so I gave it to you. Man, look, this is definitely about to get scrubbed off. This is horrible. I ain't gonna lie to you. As it starts to sit down, maybe it's because I'm in a closed environment. I swear that on Halloween it smelled a little better, but even then, even then, it just had something to it that just was not appealing, you know. And it's pretty strong too. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's pretty strong. But this shit is a 6 out of 10 at best. At best. It may have been because your boy was drinking. I did have about 3 shots of that Buchanan, so I could have been smelling the Buchanan pineapple whiskey as opposed to the whiskey that's in this junk. So, hey, let me see real quick. If you had to pick 3 fragrances every day, date night, business meeting. All right, every day, a date night, business meeting. What 3 you picking? Man, you know what? I did one with this with Jewel the other day. All right. And I'll just go ahead and go to the selection that I have from there. All right. Off the top of my head, first one I'm going to get for a business meeting is going to be Montebacco Intensivo by Ormond J. Beautiful aromatic tobacco. Citrus, sharp. It's good. Simply good. All right. For date night, you know what? For date night, let's see here. Yeah. For date night, let's just go with this one. All right. No, actually, no. For the sake of conversation, yeah. Elemental, cashmere sex, plum, fruits, big, little cashmere, little leather, little leatherish feel to it. All around beautiful fragrance. I love it. This is one of my top 3 for date nights as of right now. I love this plum in here as well. Plum is the main note, a spicy, almost like a cinnamon plum in there. Definitely good. And then if I had to say for an everyday wear, you know what? Here we go. Shea Bond by Bond Number 9. Clean, aldehydic, almost like clean linen. Gets the job done every day. Let me see. Oh, y'all talk about the Bronny James boy, man. That boy trash. That boy, all right. He gonna have to spend 3 years in college to really progress. I'm a Laker fan too. Dalton Growth is getting stunned a little bit too. Yeah, it is. He's being stunted. Yeah. I mean, out of Tennessee, that man was the man of the NCAA. And even when he came to the Lakers, he was killing when he was given opportunity. But now y'all got Luka. Y'all got our old problem, baby. So have at it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the lack of defense being played by the Los Angeles Lakers is atrocious. And guess what? I know y'all sitting up there talking about, but we winning. It always looks good at the beginning of the season. Then at the end of the season, y'all out there damn near getting swept by Denver and old Denver. So, yep, you're right, Walt. They do not develop talent. They do not. They harvest it until they can get rid of it or until it asks to leave. You got 5 Halloween Man X in that bag right there. Not in the bag, but I got them on the shelf. All right, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Shit. God dog. I hate StreamYard. If it's StreamYard. Oh, God dang. God dog. Your boy, you know what? This is just a sign. This is just a sign, y'all. I can't be talking about clones. I can't be talking about clones no more. Sheesh. All right. For whatever reason, this thing is not letting me use my mouse. It's not letting me use my regular microphone. Man, it's me. I wish it was me. If it was me, then it would make sense if I had did something in the midst of it. But man, look, for this thing to just all of a sudden out of nowhere just cut off, and now, man, what the hell? Some say it's fake audio. Yeah, man, look. I think I what? Okay, let's just pick it. Got that city rhythm. All right, man. Look. All right. I guess I need to stop hating on Halloween Man X. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I got haunted by the house of I don't even. You know what's funny? All this talk about Halloween X, and for some reason I never even knew who the hell made it. It was, I mean, the company's called Halloween, but it was like I forgot who was responsible for the actual house. I guess we'll never know, but hey, trick or treat. I definitely got tricked on this shit. Definitely got tricked on this shit. Yeah. Will. Always want to go to the beard, man. Leave the beard alone. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Yeah, 6 months. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Yeah, he glazed because they were paying him. That ain't none of that shit worth glazing. Ain't none of that shit. It's worth the price for those who don't know any better. If your experience in the community is little to none, if all you've had experience was with the Middle Easterns from years ago, and maybe your Nautica voyages and all that, yeah, I could see you going and getting the Halloween Man X line, but because that's when I pretty much got it. But now, hell no. No mas. No mas. Yeah. Let me get on here before this thing kills me, man. I'm over here having to use 3 screens. 3 of these. All right, man. Look. Y'all seen the thumbnail. I was going to talk about this. You know, the other thing that the clones get a bad rep about is that they try and make it seem like none of these clone houses, all right, none of these clone houses can come up with anything original. And to be honest with you, there are a few. And one of them, I got to give it up to my guy. All right, Aromatics Need. He came up with several that were original creations. To me, none of these really resemble, or none of these really are renditions of anything that I've smelt before. Trust me, I've smelt a lot of tobacco fragrances. You know, that's my note of choice. But none of these really remind me of any other fragrance I've smelled. All right. And the one I'm talking about today, I wore this I think I wore this about 5 days ago, but this is Royal Taboo from the house of French Avenue and the Aromatics line. All right. Now, this one right here, man. All right. Thing I do like about this, and I've only worn it a couple of times. You know, shout out to Need for this is a really good fragrance. But the thing I do like about this is that everything seems so natural. Nothing is too Nothing is too artificial. All right. It's not overly sweet. It's not, there's, to be honest with you, it's just not that synthetic. A lot of times you would think that the clones or dupes would come up with something that's a little more synthetic, a little less natural and whatnot, but you don't get that from here. In here, I get a dry but spicy cardamom, a dry cinnamon, somewhat of a dark kind of resinous amber, a little benzoin in there. It's dry too because it doesn't feel thick, syrupy. It doesn't feel overly sweet. Then, of course, you've got dry pipe tobacco as well. All right. You've also got a feel on skin. You've also got a feel of cashmere wood. Almost feels almost leatherish. And you have an undertone of the tonka bean, the sweetness. Now, I know in here they've got the notes. They say that the notes are that it includes vanilla, patchouli, dry wood. You do get an earthy feel from this. None of those can I just point out directly from smelling them. This is good though. It's well blended. There is a little syntheticness to it, but honestly, it's covered up well by the flowers and whatnot. But man, look, hey, this right here is an original creation. All right, yeah, Handy Cart Mexican. Yes, you said 7 out of 8. Got to get that Royal Tobacco. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, this right here is good. I've worn this out a couple of times when I went to what was it, to the cigar lounge. All right, and it carries well outside amongst all the rest of the cigar smoke. All right, it doesn't really kind of overstep into other people's personal space, so it does project, but not like your Rasasi Hawasses and whatnot. It doesn't project like the French Avenue Atlantis. This is more subtle. It's a little closer. It will leave a sillage, but like I said, I like it because it's a more natural feel to the ingredients, to the notes that it uses in here. Unlike the synthetic sweetness, the synthetic spiciness and whatnot, this is more naturalistic and I love it. All right. I actually like it. All right. Now, don't ask me for a grade. Like I said, I've only worn this a few times. This I can only see myself wearing in a particular situation, wearing a particular set of clothes. I would definitely dress this up, not suit and tie, but I definitely will wear hard bottoms, wear some jeans, business casual, you know what I'm saying, button up or polo. Nothing too extravagant, but this is good, man. Aromatics, Royal Taboo. I'm telling you right now, this right here, the thing that I like about what Neeb is doing is that he's coming up with his own creations. Now, everything out there has, as people will put it, DNA that's similar to something else. Every time they see something with cinnamon and tobacco, oh, it's the DNA of this. Every time it has bergamot and something else, it's got this DNA. Fuck the DNA, all right? It has similar notes, okay? But here, this smells like nothing else that I've smelled. This smells like nothing else out of my collection. Absolutely nothing. And this right here, Neeb really did well in doing this. Hey, Jason, dress shoes. If you want to say dress shoes, fine. But you know what I'm saying? We say hard bottoms, dress shoes, penny loafers, whatever you want to call them, chook boots, Chelsea boots, whatever. But I would be somewhat needing to impress somebody by the way I dress to wear this. All right. Yeah. You're right, Walt. Hard bottoms does sound cooler. All right. Let me see something real quick. Go in here. I see Marion Frank said I'm going to have to sample the Tease Me and the Dates one. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I definitely want to get my nose on them. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about them throughout the community, especially after this whole beauty world thing happened in Dubai. Yeah, they were a big hit out there. A lot of people, even your favorite reviewers that only do niche were talking about it. I don't know if they were paid or what. That ain't for me to discuss. But I will say this. A lot of people were impressed by them, or at least so they said. So we're going to see, man. We're going to see. But that definitely is a good one. That definitely It's in my collection, and I wear it from time to time. Get your nose on it, man. Aromatics, Royal Taboo. There you go. All right. And that's it, man. They're my four. But this right here, y'all, hey, if you got this, sell it or throw it away. One or the other. I'm trying to get rid of mine. For those that don't have a well-developed nose, for those who have not been in the space that long, this really would be good for them. All right. I think that there's a group of people that would love it. Those that are coming in only doing Middle Eastern, Halloween X or the Halloween line, maybe they'll like it. But for me, nah, that's a blind buy to a good buy. No longer will it be in my in my collection. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Let me see real quick. Uh-oh. Let me see, man. Yes. Hey, 6 miles. Yeah, Neeb is doing his thing. I got to give it up to the brother for what he's doing, man. He's doing some really big things. And at the same time, he's still putting us on. You know, shout out to him, Walt, you know, all the creators that are giving us a backdrop. And, you know, not everything is full disclosure. You know, that's my boy and everything. But I know he can't tell us everything. There are some things that cannot be explained. But, you know, I do appreciate him attempting to be transparent. You know what I'm saying? But, man, like Walt touched on earlier, this is Middle Eastern Monday, so I'm going to just go ahead and talk on it. The truth of the matter is we are out here trying to tell people to get what interests them, all right? Buy what you find value in. You know what I'm saying? If you find value in it, purchase it. You know what I'm saying? But make sure it's something that you enjoy. Don't be so easily swayed by what other people have to say. Get your nose on it. And you know, I know there are some places that do these little samples for the Middle Easterns, but ain't too many. Does James have his router hanging from the tree back there? Nah. Oh, but yeah, Mr. Dolkin. Will somebody get him out of here? I'm taking your wrench away, Jason. I'm taking your wrench away. All right. Because I only gave it to Mr. Virtue. I didn't give it to Mr. Don't Condone Clones. All right. But yeah, man, hey, get your nose on it. And remember, y'all, look, there is nothing wrong with Middle Easterns. Absolutely nothing wrong with buying or wearing Middle Easterns. All right. These people are out here trying to distract people from wanting to trying to shame people for having interest in smelling good more so than supporting a brand. And to me, I think that's low-key criminal. All right. Now, I'm not saying it's a federal crime or anything that big, but it is criminal in that everybody's journey started somewhere. And originally, most people just wanted to smell good. Most people wanted to smell like their parents. Most people wanted to impress others or whatnot. And so if that is the essence of your journey, if that is the beginning of your journey and that's where you are, if you are out there trying to smell good more so than I guess you would say support a brand or smell like the OG or smell immaculate, as some people would say, if you're just simply out there trying to smell good, then there is no reason why you should be feeling shame for going out there and supporting your Latafa, your Rasasi, your well, you might be ashamed for supporting Halloween, but you know what I'm saying? But there's no reason why you should be ashamed for supporting Paris Corner and those. They all got good frags and they all have value. The only thing is, like Walt touched on, like I was saying, you need to figure out what your value for fragrances is. All right. Shop according to your value. All right. I mentioned this earlier, talked about the definition of value, touched on one point that they talked about, where it says one's judgment of what is important in life. All right. Again, right now, a lot of people's finances are not where they want them to be, or they're not comfortable where they are, or where they could be with everything going on. All right. So a lot of people, their value for fragrances or for smelling good or for whatever is at an all-time low. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't have any value. And so for those who value so much more in their life over fragrances, clones are a great option. Are they more synthetic? Yes. Are they of the same quality of oil? No. Do some of them come across as synthetic? Only to those who have been in this space long enough to become almost snobbish, you know? But honestly, they serve a purpose. They serve a purpose. They have value too. And don't let anybody try and tell you that they don't. Look, I don't even know if I want to even call that a rant. Just know, look, this night has been interesting. I can't believe Niall said that. I can't. You know what I'm saying? How many of you have heard about? I've heard too many people talk about city rhythms. All right. I know that. What was it? I know that Fragrance Knowledge recently did a collab with them where he put out so many. Heard a lot of bad feedback about the fragrance. A lot of bad feedback about the fragrance. All right. And so I wonder if that or other things, you know what I'm saying? Because the mention of city rhythms has slowed down. There's only one person I know that mentions city rhythms in several of my group chats, and that is Will the Thrill. Will I Am. All right. He's the only person that talks. And every time he talks about city rhythms, he brings up one damn fragrance, and that is Martha Vineyard. If he ain't talking about Martha's Vineyard, he ain't talking about city rhythms. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't smelt it myself. I got to go to the store. I got to go to the store tomorrow and get my nose on it and whatnot. But Dutch, be careful. It's starting to sound like Dame over there. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder, you know what I'm saying? That party that he threw, did he already have the value? Did he already get the money for it? Or what? Hold up. Jason, what are you talking about? 8641 is nice too. Fragrance philosopher. Is it fragrance philosopher or fragrance knowledge, man? I keep forgetting. Look, Rafan said, if people learn to think for themselves and take enough time to do research, you can find high quality, unique fragrances at a very affordable price point. True. True. And I've heard some people say that St. John's is nice, but it's interesting. You know, I don't hear people speaking up for Martha's Vineyard or any of the city rhythms in any of my group chats like Dame speaks up for Seraphine Blue. Hell, I hear Kicks, Dame, hell, Ross even comes back to it. City rhythms over time is a come and go. They have a matter of a few weeks of interest, and then next thing you know, I see everybody that was blowing them up after a week or two. Quote the Raven, nevermore. You know, Jason said, City Rhythm 8641 and Manhattan Midnight are good. Manhattan Midnight is all right. Yeah, I ain't go. That's a bit blasphemous, Sin Father, especially with the way you be talking down on other things. 8641. I wonder if that's the one that's San Diego and Miami. It's solid, but even it smells a bit synthetic. I mean, it's good. It's not as synthetic as it used to be, but let's not overdo it. Miles makes some good fragrances, but we're not going to act like they just worlds above design. Okay? Dame, hell, that's how you know it's mid, because Dame says it's solid. Dame didn't pull out the pom poms for it. It must be mid. Habibi, Nashville from City Rhythm is nice. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Is it worth the price point? Would you feel that you got your values worth? Do you feel like it's valuable in your collection? when you look back at how much you paid for it and what you're actually getting from the wares? Do you feel like it has the correct amount of value in your collection? Capitalized. Yeah, he is, man. I've seen him. And yes, Niles does have a base. He has a group of influencers that he influences to influence others. He has a base. But here's the thing. Every perfume out there has a base. All right? But the thing is the base growing? If it is growing, how much is it growing? How much? Because like you said right here, well, hey, he came out with way too much, way too soon. You better believe it. You better believe it. And people were overwhelmed. What up, Rick? What up, baby? People were overwhelmed. But here's the other thing. What they won't tell you is that when he did that a few years ago, when he had that old perfumer, a lot of people were up there buying bottles and buying samples and whatnot. And I know for a fact, a lot of people were saying several of them smelled very similar. Very similar, very. I'll be honest with you, somewhat synthetic. They were cheap back then. I know a lot of people that were out there interested in buying bottles then, and now they just refuse to even go back to them because, they fumbled the bag back then. When my girl Carrie B first put me on, or my girl Kells, they were big on City Rhythm. Them, Bree, our girl Bree, all right, shout out to her. She was big on them too, man. And, I ain't heard none of them talk about them recently. Carrie does when the time calls and he comes out with something new. Carrie definitely does her influencer thing. Shout out to her. I think she does like them, and that's good. But at the end of the day, let's keep it a buck, y'all. Let's keep it a damn buck. They're mid to above mid. We're not about to put them up there. Definitely not about to put them up there with Boudicca, the king of clones, all right? I'm not about to put them up there with Sospiro. Hell, to be honest with you, from a creative aspect and how he creates a fragrance with a purpose, I think hell, I don't even think City Rhythm is on the same level as Savoir Faire. To be honest with you, I don't. I think a lot of their fragrances tend to fall into the same DNA, the same style as several others in the collection. I would put Savoir Faire above them. I'd even put Kirk Elliott above them. When he finishes coming out with his line, you know what I'm saying? But let's be honest. City Rhythm is a good brand with above average fragrances at this point. Now, I am dying to see what they did with the collab between them and my guy, the Elemental. I forgot what he told me the name of the fragrance is, but it's a manual exclusive. All right. It's a manual exclusive. That's a store up there in New York. The guy who kind of makes quite a few perfumers blows their name up. I think he was working with Mason Francis Kirkjohn and whatnot. So yeah. Let me see real quick. Marion said, and listening with what you just said, nevermore. Good question is, what one fragrance stands your test of time? What fragrance do I still reach for? Man, you know what? Naxos, Uden. I've had those for several years. Femme Delicios by Dior Privé. Hell, Frenetic Delicios. Also, Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Let me see here. I'm going to be honest with you. Le Persona 03 Wooden Mask is one that's going to stand the test of time because it is the best Santal 33 with a twist I've smelt thus far. I fell out of love with Santal heavy fragrances a while back, and it definitely brought back my enjoyment of the note of sandalwood. So I would say LPO3 is definitely one as well. Sheesh. Smoking Hot. straight to heaven. There are plenty that I definitely think will stand the test of time. All right. They have DNAs and identities as perfumes that I truly think, whether they're cloned or not, I truly believe that I will always want to go back and get another bottle of the OG. Those are just a few of them. Those are just a few of them. They not 4-hour fragrances? No, they not. TikTok is growing its base? Yeah. Yeah, they are. They are. But TikTok will grow anything for the right price or for a free bottle. And that's not a knock on them. It's just where they are. Not everybody is like that. There are a lot of people that I've collabed with, that I've talked to, had conversations with that aren't on that. But 90+% of TikTok is send me a bottle and I'll talk and I'll sell it. Because they're in it. A lot of them are in it to make money. And I'm not knocking them for it. But when you've got a community, a social media community of people that are hell bent on doing things like that, yeah, they're gonna grow anybody's base, especially if you send them a code where you can get some what is it? So you can get a little cut from it. Of course, TikTok gonna blow a lot of people up. If it's over $100, it got to be daily worthy. I ain't grabbing for no straws, baby. Oh, you talk about now? Yeah, man. He's trying to. He needs the attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Sally, don't rush, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush. All right, don't rush. They're there. He still does samples and whatnot, so you can definitely go on this website and check them out. But you know, they're just above mid. Charm, what'd you come back to, man? I'm just giving my opinion on City Rhythm, man. City Rhythm. It's good for what they are. But I think a lot of people, to me, it's overhyped. The price that he's asking for what he provides as far as value in the bottle, to me, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I've got several tobacco fragrances that are similar, if not better, than Nashville, I believe. You know, Manhattan. What is the one that Jason likes? Manhattan. It was good, a little spicy blue, but it just wasn't for me. It just, when I sprayed it on skin, after about 30 minutes, I just kind of wondered, why this blend? You know, is it good? Yeah. Is it something that I would get? No. There's a reason why, when you look at it in stores, when you look at people talking about it, there's a reason why it comes and goes. There's a reason why a lot of them come and go. And it's not something that he can't tweak and adjust. He can, but he needs to tweak and adjust it. That's basically all I'm saying. He said, I'll give you that. City Rhythm ain't touching Savoir Faire. You better believe it. All right. That boy, he said, I thought I was going in calling the man an idiot. Oh, he about to visit me. Hey, man, all I'm saying is, look, at the end of the day, I'm not saying this stuff is trash. I'm just saying it's above average. And to me, it makes sense while he's doing all this stirring up of drama and whatnot to bring attention to his brand. You know what I'm saying? Right now, when I see a brand like literally sending PR heavily to TikTokers and whatnot, in my mind, and I could be wrong, I stand on the fact that I could be wrong. But when I see it going to, especially in certain TikTokers' hands, I know they're trying to get their stuff sold. All right. I know they're trying to get their stuff sold. But the thing about it is, when you're pushing it and paying people to promote it on TikTok, just like some of these other lesser brands, you know what I'm saying, lesser known brands and whatnot, then I know something is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because as much as Argo sends out PR, not a lot of people on TikTok get it. But guess what? They'll go buy full price and go get a bottle. You know, they swearing that Triumph of Bacchus is the next. it's the absolute best tobacco out there. They'll push it for free. A lot of them ain't getting PR. Well, a lot of the people that I know of aren't getting PR. It's a big fragrance world, and TikTok has a huge world of people. But for the realms I be in, I don't see a lot of people out there just getting free PR. They get some. I see some people getting the 2 meals and whatnot like I be getting, but not the whole thing, man. Not a full bottle. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and Argos dropping another fragrance, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, Argos. Shout out to Christian. He makes some really good fragrances, but I think some of these are getting somewhat redundant. Well, I know you work for him, so I know you won't necessarily chime in, but Perseus smells awfully close to, what is it? King Midas Touch. Midas Touch. 2 oud rose fragrance, rose oud fragrances. They're good, but bro, they're not that far apart. They almost seem a bit redundant. Almost seem a little redundant, man. Fragrance brands need to start borrowing from sneaker brands and doing more collabs. Yes. This is what clones have done. Everybody dropping too many fragrances. Yeah. And it kills me because wasn't this one of the things that Justin was over there talking about with some of the niche brands? Wasn't he saying that the clones are over there looking for a money grab? What's the difference? Aren't we seeing that now these niche that he was also referring to are now doing the same money grab? Doesn't it appear that way? Fragrance has gotten like the music industry. We can't even enjoy an album before you drop 3 more next week. Bro, I'm telling you, they got that NBA young boy mindset. You know what I'm saying? Mixtape after mixtape after mixtape. The only person I know that did that successfully, well, people I knew, would be NBA young boy and Wayne. And Dipset. Dipset, Wayne, and NBA young boy. The way they were kicking out mixtape after mixtape is the same way that they're kicking out fragrance after fragrance from some of these houses. Said that's the one thing I think that can save niche. They should even run a competition to who to get a fragrance with. Okay, yeah. You hope they screenshotted your email because when that algorithm reset, man, I'm telling you, you wasn't lying on that. You put people on game. You put me on game, man. I'm telling you. Too many releases. He's garnering a lot of attention before Scent Explorer. Yeah. Well, I hope he comes out with something magnificent for Scent Explorer, else he's gonna garner some more attention. To be honest with you, I like his stuff, but I'm not about to sit up here and blow it up like it's the next best thing. Honestly, when he first came out, I thought if his fragrances were in the ballpark of $100, I would support wholeheartedly. But when he started increasing them to like 170 and whatnot, I'm looking like, yo, what? Like I bought a discovery set of every one that he has in there, an entire discovery set of everything, and only a couple of them was I impressed with. And as I got my nose on more and more fragrances, more and more niche, started making more and more trips to Neiman Marcus, that's when I was like, pump your brakes. I'm picking up some syntheticness to it. It's not as clean as I thought it was. Miami used to have a sunscreen feel to it. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Maybe mad because Australia got his bottle. Maybe so, man. Black Aroma. I don't do the glitter in the bottle thing, but fragrance is subjective. Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I feel like this. I'm like, Walt, if you're gonna send me a bottle, send me the one with the glitter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I appreciate the PR. If it smells good, it smells good. But hey, Walt knows. If I just wanted to go ahead and get a bottle with gold flakes in it, you know what I'm saying? I'd go to one of my favorite houses and just go with Atelier d'Or. All right. And go with my boy Rude Saray. All right. See those gold flakes? Those are the ones similar flakes to what he got over there in Midas Touch. All right. It ain't gonna mean nothing when it hits the skin. They're gonna melt, and guess what? It's gonna smell good, but it's not gonna make much of a difference. But at the same time, I'm just keeping it a buck, man. Gold flakes are a distraction from the fact that that thing is very close to Perseus Triumph or whatever that fragrance is, you know. And I respect Christian, you know. I think he does good work. Hell, I've got 8 damn fragrances of his, but I'm not about to be a shield for nobody. And I don't want to say shield, but I'm not about to lie on anybody's behalf. You know what I'm saying? I buy him, so I stand by him. But those two right there, back to back, and they're too damn close. Too damn close for me. Joe Milano got a booth now? Ah, hell. Miles can set up a booth outside. No, Miles gonna have an after party. Watch. City Rhythms is gonna have an after party. They're gonna have an after party event. And when I go up there, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be invited or if he gonna hold me at the door, man. Bro, you bought 4 bottles of Argos before you got the email? Man, look. Sell the bottles right beside the halal truck. Yeah. So you can get you a falafel, and a bottle of Neptune's Pride. Oh, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, they should have. Thank you. I now that I can agree on. First, Perseus was good, but nah. What was it? Buttery oud. I think that's how my boy Dedrick is buttery. Yeah, it's good. Okay, but Midas Touch was better, but they are of the same DNA. Same damn DNA, man. I'm telling you. And he said, that man don't send you a check. Hey, we'll talk afterwards. You know what to do. You want to get a check out of it? Hey, you know what to do. We ain't gonna act like for the sake of some gold paper. I'm telling you, man. Look, I could tell it hurt. Oh, okay. Okay, Blood Roman, you said that's gold, but City Rhythm has glitter. Okay. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. City Rhythm they need to work on the juice. I'm gonna be honest with you. For there to only be 2 that people are raving about in my community, and my community is pretty big compared to others, but there's only 2 that I keep hearing people rave about in my community. They need to work on the juice. That's my humble opinion. All right. Forget the flakes, forget the glitter, work on the juice. All right. Now I'm hoping that they did a good job with my boy Luke's thing. You know what? No, because Luke put it together, so I know it's probably going to be good. Luke, the Elemental, he is making some waves out there. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing big things in the fragrance space. But Luke, the thing about Luke is that Luke is smart. All right. Luke is smart because Luke is building a base that is around him more than just fragrance. He's also gotten into fashion. He does women's boots with high-end leather. We found the distro for that. And so he's creating boots, handbags. He also does beauty products, makeup and whatnot. And there are a lot of women that are actually feeling it. They're actually liking it. They really like it. And so he's getting support. And you know how women tend to be. If they're going to go get L'Oreal for this and L'Oreal for that, they're going to get L'Oreal'd out. All right. Girls that wear Fenty makeup will go out there and get a Fenty suit and a Fenty this. All right. They will make sure, a lot of them will make sure that it all matches up, even if you can't see that they're tagged up together. You know what I'm saying? So he's smart. He's moving into the realm of fashion and beauty, which goes hand in hand with his fragrances. And you know what? Women and men, let's be honest, women and men will go out there and make a group purchase for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They will buy, okay, I'll give me a LV shoes, LV suit, and an LV fragrance or an LV belt. You know, some people will go out there and get elementaled out. It's smart. It is smart. Ref said, just finished the Zerge off of it. All right, here in Boca Raton. Yeah, you got to post them. Yeah, you got to post the videos, the pictures, man. We want to see. He said, post it on his stories. Yeah, 2 more dinner events to attend this week. All right, all right. That's a bet. That's a bet. Yes, Argos does have beautiful bottles, but I need people not to be distracted from the bottle and let's experience the juice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, snap. Dave Webster. Hey, we at 600, man. Look, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and say I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hey, 600. You know, it took so long for us to get to 500. That man, hey, this 600 almost seems surreal. No lie, but man, I appreciate y'all for support, and I appreciate everybody for coming out, man. We are going to do a giveaway. All right. For the 600, I am going to do a giveaway next week for sure. All right. I should be having Jay Chantel on. Oh, yeah. And we will be talking about her new line of body oils. So I will be giving out her new oil, which is the Avenue oil. She has recreated and redone them. And we're going to be giving away these body oils, these scented body oils, to everybody who tunes into the show. And I mean everybody except for Dave, okay? But hopefully y'all can see this is her Avenue line, okay? These are the bottles that she is giving out, all right? We've got 86, 87, 88, 89, and 90 Avenue. There will be 5 bottles out for to give. We will be going through each bottle, what the notes are, what does it provide, and we're going to be sending them off, man. We're going to be sending them off, all right? We'll say giveaway. And overpriced Argos, you know what? To be honest with you, shit. I got a couple of Middle Easterns I got to give off, but you know what? I do have some that you know what? Because I really don't see. That's give away them Haas. As a matter of fact, I will be having Hassan on, and we will be talking about some of his new ones. And just wait. We might be giving away some at that point. So trust me, it's fall already, but we're coming up on the winter. And I know people want to take care of their skin so that they can take care of their fragrances on their skin. And we're going to be sending some lucky people home with some great body oils and some great fragrances, all right? I've been trying to gear up for this. I've been saving up my money, made a couple of purchases, and then I got them to come in. We also got something going on with Dee. She's going to be helping with a giveaway. So y'all just stay tuned, man. This month is about to be glorious with giveaways, all right? And some of them come out of my pocket, but a lot of them are coming out from the people that I'm going to be doing I say collabs, but people I'm going to be having on my show. They were generous enough to offer some, and so we're going to have it here. So you will have a chance to win, and we're going to go from there. Hold on, let me see what the hell is Will talking about, man? What the hell is Will talking about? Let me see something real quick. Chad, what is Will talking about? I need to know. He said, be honest, you don't love the Margos? Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, all right? I got 8 of them. 4 of them I absolutely love. I will not give away. I will not give away. But the other 4, they're good. One of them out of the other 4, Neptune's Trident. I haven't really had a full chance to wear it, so I'm a hold off from making or drawing a conclusion on that one. But yes, La Primavera is good. left me wanting more. Triumph of Bacchus, it was the first one. Um, I definitely appreciate it for drawing me into the house, but at this point, it's actually towards the bottom of my list. Favorite Argos, and then what's the other one? And then Adonis Awakens. As good of a rose fragrance as it is, it's towards the bottom too because I'd rather actually wear Palace Athena than Adonis Awakens. So, oh yeah, they definitely got some misses. They definitely got some misses. Primavera is definitely a miss, but honestly, yeah, man, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. All right. Indeed, a legendary group of great people, and the guests include philanthropists, CEOs, and founders. Top notch dinner. Okay, we're gonna see, man. I'm definitely anxious to see the what you're gonna drop in your stories about it, man. You said, "Will, ain't no way you think CR got City Rhythms that good now." Hell no. Will only talking about one of their fragrances, man. I'm not buying it until he buys them. I'm not buying it. All right. Argos or City Rhythm, I'm going Argos all day at this point. And I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of that has to do with the bottle. Those bottles are beautiful. I ain't gonna lie to you. City Rhythm, City Rhythm. I'm still gonna give Argos the slight nudge for the juice, but the bottle, I mean, it's not even comparison. Not even comparison. Well, said no, I don't, Dave. They were good and better than a lot of bullshit being pushed on channels. Nike's Jazz Gasses himself with the comment. But nobody talked down on City Rhythm before the statement. I've been talking down on City Rhythm. I've been talking. As a matter of fact, you know what? One day I'm gonna go in there. I got 2 bowls of decants, and I bought the whole line when they were well a couple of years ago. I won't say when they were first out, but a couple of years ago. And yeah, underwhelmed. After a few weeks of wearing them, I became very underwhelmed. Here we go. Probably not, but I'm sure at one point it was fire. My guy Crew, what's good, baby? Birth of Venus is top dog. You already know. Palace Athena and Sacred Flame. There go 2 of them. And then I even got it. I even got to give it up for where's my other one? This one grew on me. Fall of Phaeton. Fall of Phaeton with that leather note in there, spicy sweet leather. Man, look, I wore the shit out of that when I was working up at Honda. All right. When Jim's, I'm gonna announce. I gotta work things out because I still have to come up with a day to have Jay Chantel on. I gotta put together a day that we're gonna do this little panel with D. I got a couple of great guys that are gonna come on with me, and I still gotta figure out. Well, I got 2 that I'm thinking about purchasing. All right, and hopefully if I get these 2, I'm trying to see if this person is gonna match me with 2 more fragrances. You know, trying to work something out so I can give away a couple of. But Will, I don't know if you're gonna be interested. Well, Will might be because one of them might be something new, but Jason definitely won't be putting his bid in. You know what I'm saying? Because they will be clones. They will be clones initially, but I am gonna look for something that I can possibly give away. You know what? I'm probably gonna give away one of my lesser worn Le Personas because although they are great fragrances, I really want to see them go to someone that's going to put them to use because they are good, especially the LPO4 with that firewood or fireside note. It's good, man. If you like, what is that? If you like By the Fireplace, then I think that you would like that LPO4 from Le Persona for sure. I think it's not a rendition. I think it's a good twist on it. It's very similar with the note, but at the same time, it's very different. Hey, bro, I'm telling you right now, I've been City Rhythm has always been. If you've never heard me, I don't know what you will listen to. But here's the thing. The other thing is, I don't, I don't really talk about them. And a lot of times I don't talk about it because a lot of people in my space, they boost them. You know what I'm saying? They speak highly of them. And I don't want it to sound like I'm hating or I'm talking against them or whatnot, because I only speak for myself. But me personally, I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? They are, or they were synthetic, and I never came back to them. See, I had my City Rhythms literally 2 years ago before I even thought about getting behind the camera. I had all of them, and I mean all of them, including Velocity, including the ones, was it Vector, Velocity, and the rest of them. I had the whole brand pretty much that was allowed to be decanted, and I wore Vector. I wore Vector out for working out. I got a 10 mil. Velocity, I think that was one. I wore that one out. They were probably my favorite. But the Nashville I had and whatnot, nah, I couldn't feel that one. I could not feel that one. You haven't seen anybody talk down about City Rhythm, but I also haven't seen 5 people talk about City Rhythm. I'm gonna tell you right now, I can give you 5 people in my circle. I'm not, but I can give you 5 people in my Instagram circle that talk about them. Every time they release something, they talk about them. And hey, I respect their nose. I respect their opinion, but nah. I just usually just don't say anything. I usually just don't say anything because my preference isn't meant to sway anybody else's or to make it seem like other people are lying or whatnot. My preference is just to talk about my preference. And to me, they're not worth the price, man. It is what it is. I promise you. Hey, it's there. If you go back, especially if you go back to my Instagram days, I have posts on there where I talked about everything. When I first started my Instagram page under Hidden Gems Fragrances, that's when I talked about them and I spoke highly of them at first. And then all of a sudden you'll notice I just stopped talking about them because a lot of people that I was cool with in Instagram were still raving about them, but me, I couldn't get with them. And I told them I couldn't. So it is what it is, man. Like I said, they're just not for me. I don't think they're good. To me, they're mid or above mid, you know what I'm saying? But to me, they don't hold the value of the price. So that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't getting paid. They be making commission, but you know, it is what it is. If you like the stuff that they smell and they tell you that it smells good, then go with it. But for me, I can't. Let me hold one of them Argos. My birthday is this weekend. Hey, man. Hey, your birthday is this weekend? Hey, happy early birthday, man. For real, for real. Happy early birthday. Let me get through here, man. That boy said, if you paying, I'll be the billboard for Martha's Vineyard. You and Will, man. You and Will. Will be all right, man. Hey, he'll be all right. Look, it's my personal preference, man. Look. But again, I also have said this too. Hey, bad boy, dang, everybody in here still. I know you've heard me say this multiple times. I haven't smelt the newer versions. All of this is coming off of Niles and what's his name's work when they were both together. I haven't smelled much of anything except for that Manhattan, which was okay. Just wasn't for me. That Midnight Manhattan wasn't for me. But I haven't smelled much anything else since he got rid of the perfumer, since they split ways, him and his original partner. So also remember that. I just haven't been interested. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. City Rhythm Redline 2654 as a blind buy and was not impressed. Haven't bought any others as a result, you know. What was I think Jared Miller got on Dedrix and he loved the Miami what was the one that was like Miami Triple X or whatever. He loved it. Couldn't get with it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, will it be all right? Will it be all right? He probably working a long shift tomorrow. That's it. And yes, Racket Club. Yeah, this chat is hell, man. Yeah, but nah. I mean, we'll if anybody understands, boy, we'll be trolling people hard as hell in their chats. You know what I'm saying? Will. Hey, Nazaro will money the way he be talking about Nazar, man. And why are y'all saying I'm ragging on him, man? I'm not ragging on City Rhythms. It's like every time somebody say it's not for them, every time someone say it smells synthetic to me, I'm ragging. I'm not ragging. I'm not ragging. All I'm saying is just not for me. But I always say this: any company can improve their worth by improving the juice, whether it means getting another perfumer, increasing the quality of oils that you're purchasing. You know what I'm saying? If you are buying better oils for the notes, a number of things can improve the quality of a house. So I always reserve my right to change my mind based on what they are coming up with. But as of right now, I'm not a fan. I am not a fan. Nah, they in Dubai. Yeah. So you haven't tried Prisma or New Bottle Company from Isaac Hilton? No, I haven't, man. I haven't. My homeboy, Truth Fit Fragrance, he's heavy on TikTok. He was telling me I needed to get my nose on him. And I'm thinking about it, but honestly, I was kind of jaded from his previous works with early City Rhythm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really willing to spend much money and take a risk on getting what he provided in those bottles. So I'm definitely gonna have to have somebody send me some samples or something before I even consider getting a bottle. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Look, Dubai is crazy. But yeah, hey, they really do, man. They love Prisma Amethyst. Oh my God. It almost sickens me when I'm in there. Not that they like it, but they really, really like it. I hear it in every live. It's always brought up. It's like three of them. Amethyst and two others. I don't even know the name, but they always bring them up. And it sickens me more so that I don't know what they smell like. And I'm kind of interested. But I'm gonna check it out. You know what? As a matter of fact, y'all, damn, I forgot. My guy down here at the store, Sense Eternal, I think he was sent several of theirs. I don't know if they're decants or if they're bottles, but I actually think he actually got part of the line of Prisma in. I'm gonna go check with him tomorrow. I gotta go over there anyway. I'm gonna go check with him and see if he still has them or if he has them. Yeah, for sure. I, GSXR 1376, brother. Do me a favor. I'm on IG. Holla at me. Holla at me. Ralph said Dubai is amazing, but only once or twice. That's all. Yeah, I'm interested in going down there to see. Um, you know, hopefully I can do it maybe next year or the year after that. I need to work on my Arabic. You know what I'm saying? My inshallahs, my mashallahs. My wallah. Yeah, I need to work on all that. I need to learn some sentences before I get over there, but I definitely am interested, man. I definitely want to go over there. The reason why, okay, I'm gonna check it out, man. But hey, GSXR, holla at me, message me. Haven't tried anything for City Rhythm. They just haven't really been on your radar. Right, right. And I mean, and people talk highly of it, but I'm not in that realm right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not. Like, it is what it is, but to each his own. Those bottles look a little hoodish with those stickers on them. Yeah, I mean, when you look at some of the other bottles and some of the other presentations, I definitely understand. But yeah, that was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. You're right, Dave. Tell Miles we're trying to get on that yacht. Real man. Hey, look, I saw it last year. That boy had Kyle Cologne, my girl Carrie B. What was it? Maze Nose. Several people over there on their yacht, man. It's like, okay, y'all look like y'all having some fun. All right. And I think my girl Kels, she was on it. Yeah, same name. It's hidden underscore gems with a Z underscore fragrances. Yeah. Let me see. Ralph said, hey, believe it or not, the flight ticket and the Airbnb aren't expensive, nor is the food. No, I definitely get it. I definitely get it. But I'm going to want to be in some of those activities, man. Like some of my little dudes that I teach, their families go over there like once a year. And look, I'll be seeing, boy, like that one, what is it? It's like an inflatable water park. Yo, I got to go over there. I gotta go on that. I just want to see what it's like, man. I don't want to just be there. I want to be a full-fledged tourist. I want to enjoy everything. And plus, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna go over there and give me some bakur. I'm gonna see if I can get me some real oud chips. Yeah, I heard they pricey. I have to save up just a bunch. Not a little, just a bunch. Walt, all right. Your neighborhood putting all the kids' inflatable pools together is not an inflatable water park, all right? I don't want to hear it. I'm talking about a real inflatable water park, all right? Bring me some Dubai to New York. Hell no, I want the real deal, man. I want the real deal. But no, man, look. Going back to what we were talking about initially, man, just touching base on it. Look, all right. The clone slander is outlandish. It's outrageous. Right now, it's almost like it's a call for help for certain companies that keep ringing out about it. Okay, and the truth of the matter is, we've been told time and time again by people that really and truly clones literally bring attention to the OG. It brings attention to their products because eventually, right now it's the younger generation that's buying the clones. It's us too, but a lot of young kids are buying clones. And what do people do whenever they get a little money? You know what I'm saying? Look, a lot of people don't come from where I come from and content with certain things, certain luxuries. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she worked her butt off and eventually she got a Toyota Camry, loved the Camrys, loved everything that they provided. Got a little further in her career. What she want? She wanted a Lexus. All right. Me personally, I like my Honda. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I might go to an Acura, but I don't need no Lexus. I don't need to upgrade. I had a Toyota Camry. It was nice. I didn't need no Lexus. You know what I'm saying? But point being, it's all about value. It's all about value. And the truth of the matter is that these clones are providing something to multiple people. It may not always be the snooty ones or the ones that are hell bent on supporting the brand or hell bent on supporting the artistry and the creativity of smelling good. But the truth be told, now there are more people that are rising in this community that are just simply interested in smelling good. And if it means that they get something close to the OG, something that gives them the essence of one of the originals, then that's what they're here for. And who else? And who else to get it from? There's somebody that's selling it for a fraction of the price. You get a fraction of the fragrance for a fraction of the price. I think it sounds good to me. Makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, let's cut the bullshit. All right. At the end of the day, we need clones. They need clones. All right. At the end of the day, it's a lot of drama being presented in this community. To me, kind of makes no sense. And all it is attention. People seeking attention, to be honest with you. Hold up. Ralph said one caveat: if you visit Dubai Beauty World, avoid making deals with any brands. Yeah, got you. Stick to the rivers and lakes that you used to. Exactly, Walt. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if your goal is to smell good, why not choose a clone? If your goal is to smell good and you value your money in your bank account, why not choose a clone? If it gets what you need, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. And yeah, well, I mean, we know why they're talking about it. I hear you say if you don't rock with them, stop talking about it. I definitely agree with that. But at the end of the day, we can't stop it. But we know what it's about. Drama sells. In the world that we're in today, it has even shadowed into our realm of fragrances. Drama sells. Drama gets attention. Drama sells. Drama is how everybody is growing nowadays. Or I ain't gonna say everybody. It's how a lot of people feel that they need to grow by starting beef, starting drama, by talking about others. You know what I'm saying? But you know, doesn't necessarily pertain to this situation directly, but it does have some meaning behind it in relation to as well. They used to say there's a saying that says, what is it? Dumb people talk about other people, or broke people talk about other people, and rich people talk about ideas. And it kind of proves true. Right now, it's a distraction, but yet also a cry for attention. Because if he was probably in the headspace that he wants to be, like some of these other people are that are not crying over the clones duping them, if he was in that financial headspace, I'm not saying he's not, but my opinion is that if he was there right now, then he would be too preoccupied with creating the next big fragrance than to worry about who's supporting dupes, what are dupes doing with theirs, and why. Because this is a businessman. Why do you have, I don't know how much it's worth, but why do you have a business and you're over here crying about another venture in the same field? You know what I'm saying? You should be focused on your business, because right now I don't hear a lot of chatter about City Rhythm. I don't hear half as much chatter about City Rhythm as I do from half of these other fragrances. Hell, Rasasi, Afnan, Latafa, they're getting more speak. Zerjov, you know what I'm saying? Argos is getting more chatter in our community than City Rhythm. So to me, I would just suggest that he focus on continuing to build his brand, continuing to better and improve that juice that's in the bottle. And as my guy on here, I don't know if it was Racket Club or Rockboy T, but also improve the presentation too. Because, yeah, I haven't seen a recent bottle in a while, but if he's still doing them stickers, that's crazy. All right. Because, I mean, between Argos, some of the Middle Easterns, and of course GZ as a hot off, who, hey, I have to give a chef's kiss to the design, especially when he does those plates on those bottles. Man, those things are beautiful. They are very enticing to go out there and blind buy, but I can't. I can't anymore. But yeah, I think there needs to be more focus on the brand at hand. So yeah, so appreciate y'all for coming out. With no further ado, hey, let every sip be a sip of inspiration and every sniff lead to a new discovery. All right, man, appreciate y'all for coming out. We know you could be anywhere but here, but you chose to be here with us today, or with me today. Let me say that, because it's no more us right now. You know what I'm saying? It won't be us until the new year, probably, when I get one of my guys back. But appreciate you for coming out, because you could have been anywhere but here, but you chose to be here with me. And for that, I am truly appreciative. All right. Thank you all for coming out. And man, hey, thank you so much for pushing me to that 600 subscriber count. It's been a long time coming, talking to Walt and other people about this, trying to put my head down and just make sure that I'm consistently doing content, quality content, increasingly getting better and better over time. And, I appreciate y'all for subscribing and supporting and just noticing, because like I said, you don't have to support me, but you chose to. You chose to subscribe to me. And I really appreciate that, man. But hey, much love to y'all. Stay tuned. On Wednesday, I'm gonna have a special guest on. We're gonna do a special verses, but not to copy that boy EQ. We're gonna do it in a new way. All right. But join us on Wednesday. I'll be posting up a thumbnail to let you know what time, and we'll go from there. But thank y'all for coming out, man. Hey, as always, like I said, much love, man. Hey, y'all be easy.
Rod